there are about 7 steps, basic steps that based on which machine learning application that or project that you need to undertake, you have to go through. The very first step, that you need to undertake in doing these projects, machine learning related, is because you have already raised the facts to say that we will need data. Number one, we will need to import what? We will need to import the data. These steps are very important. You will need to remember them. Okay? You will need to import the data. Now, when the data has been imported, we will have to clean the data. Most of the time, let me add on to step number one. Most of the time, these files come in CSV files, for which on our local machines we could open them using Excel. Okay, you can also open them using any of these text editors. In some other instances, they will come in the extension .dat and some other kind of files. All right. So based on which data-based management system was used in creating the data set, it would have its own corresponding. File extension. But the most popular file extension that we would have more often is the CSV. CSV represents comma separated values. Okay, so this data which contains the very information about the problem area you want to resolve is contained in these files, and then you will need to number one import them into what? Into the development environment before you kickstart with your project, because on machine learning all of your focus is on what? It's on the data. So number one, which is very important, the data must be imported. Okay. Step number two is you must clean the data. Why must you clean the data? You will need to clean the data because there's a very high possibility that the data contains some repetitive information. Repetitive is what we call basically as data redundancy. When same values or same records are repeating, that would reduce the performance of the learning algorithm. So it is very much important that at the very higher level, all the records in the data set are unique. Okay, so where they are repeating, it is important that these repetitive values are eliminated. There are also some irrelevant data that would have to be also removed from the data set. Now, which data are we going to call irrelevant? If you remember very well, last week in our discussion, we mentioned issues of dimensionality reduction. Dimensionality reduction actually looks at the fact that some data are in their extreme high dimensions for which they will need to be reduced. Okay, so by data cleaning, removing irrelevant data, you may be also looking at dimensionality reduction, or furthermore, you would be artificially looking at taking features that are more important. Let me put it important features. We take a typical situation. I mentioned this same example in our last class. If you want to, let's say, predict the grade of a student, the height of the student is not important. The skin color of the student is not important. But when you take, for example, class test score, midterm score, final exam score, attendance, these are very much important. So it is not every data you collect that to be a very good, for which every feature within it will be very important as at the time of what? Of this particular, as at the time of building up the project, okay? So features that are irrelevant, there is a need that you take them out. Okay, so that is the point you are trying to establish here, or making reference to as irrelevant features or data would have to be taken out. Okay. So by this, let's use the right hand. You may do feature selection, what you call feature selection or extraction. By doing feature selection or extraction, your focus is to pull out the most important features within of what, or from your data set, and then you use that as the input set to be given to the machine learning algorithm. All right, so quickly let's look at, let's answer the question on what exactly is the test step. Okay, exactly what is the test step? Now the test step, what it's supposed to do is from this whole data set that you have, that big data set that you have, what you need to do quickly in the test step is to do a split to have split the data into, let's say, what you call training and test set. All right, so I have mentioned this over and then over again. Give me a feedback on this in the chat panel. What percentage is the common practice we use to pick the training data set? What percentage most of the time is assigned to the training set? Give me your response in the chat panel. Let me see if you're able to remember. What percentage? 80%. That is correct. Even if your answer 80-20 is to make reference to 80% for the training, 20% for the test, that is correct. I'm glad you remember. So in the splitting, we are looking at the total size of the data we imported, and then we are splitting it into training and then test set. Okay, so the training set is going to be the initial set of features that we would introduce to the learning algorithm. Okay, and then when the model is created, we want to use the rest of the data, which is the test set, to now to test to see the performance of the performance of the learning algorithm. All right, so that was for the test step. What is the fourth step? The fourth step is to now, whilst we have splitted the data, is to now create a model. So you can see from step number 1 through to step number 3, we have not yet deployed or done anything using the learning algorithm. We introduced the learning algorithm only in the fourth step. Okay, so in this case, create a model literally means that we would need to do a selection. We are simply just selecting a learning algorithm. If you can remember very well, in the very last introductory concept that we looked at, we mentioned, for example, the linear regression algorithm. So when you study your data, and then by the graphs that we are plotting, you realize that there is a positive slope. Then you are looking at a situation where you want to use the linear algorithm. In situation where it is a non-linear representation of data, then you want to look at selecting a model that has non-linear representation within it. Okay, so in this case, let me just keep it simple. You will need to know which learning algorithm best fits the kind of data that you have. All right, so quickly let's look at the first step. The first step now is to do the training of the model, or let me simply put train the model. right? So you have selected the learning algorithm you wanted to use on step number 4. What you do now is to what? Is to train it. Training simply would mean that whilst on step 4, you have selected the algorithm you want to use, you can also quickly realize that on on the test step, we just split the data into what? The training and then the set test. What is the essence of the training set? The essence of the training set comes in at the level of what? Of the first step. Or the first step where we want to train the model. At this time means that we want to give that training data to the learning algorithm. We want to give some examples of the case we want to look at to what? The learning algorithm. Okay, so that is what on in the fifth step we really try to accomplish. So by giving the data to the learning algorithm to learn from it, that is what we call in what? Training of the model. So in the sixth step, after we have trained the model, that means that we are ready to do some predictions using what? The model that has been created on the first step, the fifth step, I should say. Okay, so if we created a model for weather forecasting, then now we want to use the test set data to do what? The prediction. We want to test it to now see how it can be able to perform what? Some predictions. All right, so now the very last step, which is also extremely important, is to now evaluate and improve the model. Okay, you will need to have matrices that you will use to measure the performance of the model based on the predictions that it was able to do. Okay, and then the essence of the evaluation is to look at the performance of the algorithm and then focus on improving it. You would want to improve the performance of what? Of the learning algorithm. So these are the seven fundamental processes that every machine learning project will go through to what? To the end. At this point, any questions? At this point, any questions, please? At this point, any questions?